Picture Earth from space, a shimmering blue marble, softly glowing with city lights, carved by farmlands and city grids, dominated by vast blue oceans. But beneath the waves lies a complex world, a vibrant underwater city, built by coral, alive with color and movement. These underwater cities are more than just beautiful. They protect our ocean's health, sheltering over 25% of all marine life at some point in their life cycles. They act as natural breakwaters, softening storm waves before they can crash ashore. They lock away carbon, slowing climate change. And they also act as an arbitrator for the greatest discoveries of medicine by providing compounds for life-saving medicines and cures for diseases we have yet to even discover. Lose these reefs, and we lose far more than beauty. We lose protection, food security, and life-saving medicines. Today, these underwater cities are disappearing. Nowhere is this collapse more visible or urgent in the US than here in Louisiana. Every day, we lose over 14 football fields of land that drown beneath the sea. We host the second largest dead zone on Earth, an area that's so oxygen deprived, it cannot support life. We also are home to what NOAA is predicting to be 18 inches of coastline loss by 2050, which will only serve to accelerate flooding and erosion. If we don't do something different, life is going to become very difficult. How did we get here? We didn't arrive by accident. We arrived on the backs of quick fixes, solutions that purported themselves to solve one crisis while fueling the next. Plastic once was held as magical. Now it chokes marine life, and it invades our bodies. Concrete seawalls, once built for protection, now they totally cut off life, they harden shorelines, and they speed ecosystem collapse. And here's the harder truth. The danger to the fish in the coastline, it's not just a risk for them, it's now a risk for us. Because the danger to the ocean is now inside of us. Microplastics are everywhere. They're in the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the seafood that we consume, and even in our blood. The line between ocean health and human health is thinner than we realized. So what are we going to do? Are we going to keep allowing good intentions to be enough? They're not enough. Now, we find that the plastics that we thought were going to be our savior have actually become our enemy. We thought that building stronger and bigger would be better, but now we see we must find new ways. And we may have found a blueprint for that. A technology forged in crisis. In the Philippines, dynamite fishing was blowing up coral reefs, unleashing carbon, creating dead zones, and shoreline emergencies. But a solution emerged. In 2006, there was a new invention, reef buds. So how does it work? How does a man-made structure become a thriving ecosystem? They are plant-based concrete, artificial reef. Think about traditional concrete reefs. When they hit the seawater, they act like a toxic spill. They make the water caustic. They tell life with their chemical barrier to stay away. Our material, it acts in the opposite way. It's pH balanced. It integrates waste streams, and it mirrors the chemistry of reef limestone, inviting the earliest colonizers, microalgae and bacteria, to settle within days. Reef buds are like a welcome mat for the entire ecosystem. Soon after that microalgae and bacteria, animals show up. Animals like oysters, shrimp, coral, even juvenile fish. The porous, complex structures provide nooks and passages where that complexity is what makes a rock into a home. And we make these homes out of local trash. In the Philippines, it's coconut husk. Here in Louisiana, it could be rice hulls or sugarcane bagasse. Reef buds transforms barren seafloors into amazing ecosystems, and they do it by building with the waste streams that burden our communities. Thousands of these structures have been successfully deployed all across the Philippines, proving that when we build with life in mind, biodiversity rebounds. Here in Louisiana, our coastlines are built on top of oyster beds, barrier islands, and marshes, not coral reef. But the same principles apply. Living shorelines like reef buds provide scaffolding, helping habitat to restore and rebuild rather than replace. This living shoreline provides the anchor for oyster beds to rest upon, habitat for nurseries for fish. They even help slow erosion by trapping sediment. As the waters rise, they rise with the water, and they flex with the environment instead of breaking against it. These communities that we're seeing disappear from the map, it's not just land disappearing, it's neighborhoods lost. It's marshes that once buffered storms gone. It's communities left more vulnerable. We must reimagine how we build. We must reimagine how we protect and how we restore. Right now, all over the world, scientists and communities are working together to restore balance to the water's edge. They're forming new coalitions that are seeking to prove we do not have to accept decline as inevitable. This vision of combining all of our nature's wisdom, our community's lived wisdom with the rigorous data of our scientists reminds me of a prophecy from indigenous peoples of the Americas, the prophecy of the eagle and the condor. The eagle represents the mind, science, and technology. The condor represents the heart, intuition, and a deep connection to the earth. The prophecy states that after many centuries of flying separately, the eagle and the condor have come together in the sky to heal this world. We are answering that call now. We are uniting the science of our eagle with the community wisdom of our condor. Because restoring our coast, it isn't just an engineering challenge. It's an act of reconciliation. Louisiana has the opportunity to be a model for a new future, one that protects the people, the planet, and the prophets. So I leave you with this. Every single choice that we make for energy, for food, for community, it echoes back to us. What we do to the planet, we do to ourselves. Thank you.